Heyo everybody, Haku here with this week's live reaction bingo for One Piece chapter 1183, and I'll be for real, just got out of the shower, I'm a little bit tired. I'm trying to get my energy up. So either way, if you want to see these videos early, they go up whenever the scans come out for patrons and members. So hit join down below to become a member. Go to patreon.com/HakuOfTheTubes, or a link will be in the description if you want to become a patron. And then I wait to post it so that nobody gets spoiled or anything. I wait to post it when the official translation goes live for everybody publicly. So you can see it early if you choose to, and I don't put like a custom title or thumbnail or whatever, just so I don't spoil anybody. You know, I've been spoiled by YouTube before, so I try my best not to be somebody doing that myself. And if you want to play bingo along with us and make your own card and everything, then a link will be down in the comments and description to the bingo card generator. But with that aside, I'm excited to finally be back to One Piece. We had a 2-week break and then a chapter and then another 2-week break. Really 1 week off, but that means 2 weeks between a chapter. And also I want to say, go to, if you want more than just my reactions, if you want much more of me talking about like thoughts and theories and anything else related to One Piece, go check out Naya Hemming's Brook Works podcast. Naya does the One Piece podcast every break week, so break weeks on Thursdays, or, you know, just go check it out. It's uploaded on the YouTube channel. So yeah, go check out Naya Hemming's One Piece podcast. It's like every break week, 3 to 5 hours or more. So if you want to hear me talking a lot more One Piece, that's where to do it, really. Either way though, let's see what I got on my bingo card this week before we continue. The chapter title, I forget what it was, but it was something I have no idea what this means. But my bingo card, I got Any of the Roger Pirates, Food, Vivi Wappler Morgans, Joy Boy or Nika mentioned, Cross Guild, Marine Devil Fruit Awakening, Odor Narrator Box, Yonko, Apparent Death, New Name Devil Fruit, Kidder Heart Pirates, Free Space which we can click, New Named Character, Imusama, Straw Hat Grand Fleet Representative, any Straw Hat, which I know we're already going to get from the color spread that's here, Flashback, Domi Reversi Flip, Child, Silhouetted Character, Bounty Reveal, Shirahoshi or Lola, Gorosei or God's Nice, and I guess too, if Luffy's up here, we're gonna have Yonko because of Luffy. So really, starting off strong, all we really need is God's Knights or any of the Roger Pirates. And if we're getting into the Sanji and Zoro fighting Killingham and Summer stuff, which seems like where we were going last time, then maybe we're going to start off with that quickly. And here, I brought up the chapter. We got a color spread. Here I realize I was not spoiled. So yesterday, last night, before going on bed, So last night, as I was about to go to bed, I checked Twitter. It's probably like after midnight at that point, and one of the little news things at the side, you know, it's always the shitty language, this fan art stuns whatever, or fans discuss, like, whatever thing. It was like, One Piece chapter 1183 stuns fans with Nami-centric color spread, or something like that. So I was like, crap. Great. Okay, I was spoiled. And we do have a color spread, but I click on to the chapter and it is not Nami-centric. She's, in fact, very far from the center. She's just down there in the corner. It's neat though, just, you know, another Straw Hat color spread and all. Looking at the little island down there with the Sunny, the elephant. Alright. There's another elephant flying up with them that Usopp's on, trying to take things in. It might just be my monitor colors, but to anyone else, I hate to be pulling those "why do you look white" things. But does Jinbei look white to anybody else? Not like Caucasian, but like literally white as the background kind of white. Bro ate the bleach fruit kind of white. Anybody else, or is it just me here? But getting into the actual chapter, We have also, if anybody got food on the bingo card, Sanji's holding some. So there's that. I'll have to check mine in a minute. I want to get into the actual chapter though. We have the fierce battle between Loki and Imu rages on. And it's chapter 1183, Good Mermaid. I have no clue what that means. Because we were doing nothing related to maids at the time. I mean, mermaid sounds like mermaid. But I don't, like, it's not mermaid, though. Or good morning, and then they get cut off with maid? I do not understand. Ragnir, thou hast waited all this time for one capable of bringing vengeance upon Imu. Is that not so? I love the way he was just talking to Ragnir. Squeak, squeak. What is he rambling about? I've never seen someone so resilient. Loki, Straw Hat Luffy, neither of ye could ever be Mu's soldiers. Mu will erase thee. I guess because they can't be used with Domi Reversi. So, for whatever reason, then Domi Reversi doesn't work on them, so I guess maybe the pacts also wouldn't work on them, maybe? Just like Dozan. Who is Dozan? I love that we're probably just going to get Imu mentioning all these things like everybody else would know about them, just yapping about things that nobody else understands, and then later on we'll get some flashback and it's like, oh, now we understand all these things that Imu was yapping about. Just like Dozan. Ragna Two-Jin Blades. And he turns his weapon into a like a twin sword, I guess it would be. And oh no, that's as he's forming it, Ragna Two-Jin Blades is Loki's attack. I was just paying attention to Imu. I thought it was Imu saying it because we saw him putting the flames on his weapon. Heim. Okay, so the two-blade Heim clashes with Sword of Wrath Gram. Western Village. Save the children. And we're seeing the Zaza Muma again. Insane panel with those attacks clashing, though. This is, again, the scale of this fight is huge. It's one thing we were talking about in the One Piece podcast where the things we are seeing, like as much as Kaido was hyped up, it just feels like the absolute scale of the things we're seeing between Loki and Imu feels just on another level from anything we've seen before. But I want to fill out some of these spaces. We have Imu-sama. We have a Devil Fruit Awakening. We could assume for Imu. That's got to be Devil Fruit Awakening, right? I don't think Nico was actually mentioned here. Like, for the first time, Imu actually said Straw Hat Luffy, I feel like, instead. Other than that, I don't think we've got a narrator box yet. We did get food, though. Let me glance through some of this. There's some things. Do we not have named attack? We don't have named attack. That hurts. We don't have flashback yet, I don't think. Not that I remember. Okay, well, maybe again Shirahoshi could be related. She's a mermaid. Could she be related to the title? I have no clue. Oh well. Sadly, did not end up with more. Wah! The kids are being taken, but the giants are going after them. We're not letting you take them. We just saved them. We have everybody who defended them all bandaged up, getting back up again. We got Ripley, Anjay, Omoy. We'll never give up our children. Oh, wait, guys. Stop moving. We need to do blood transfusions. Or you'll die if we don't. They're trying to take my boy, and Chopper's trying to stop them. My life doesn't mean a damn thing right now. And is this water beams being fired from the hand, it seems like? Help us. Only 7 brats. Well, I guess that'll do. Let's go, Zaza. What the hell is going on here? Oh no, Sanji, don't get distracted. You can't. and we're seeing the block of ice. Okay, the block of ice wasn't melted by Yimu's attack. So really, Ragnir scaling goes crazy. Ragnir may actually be the only one who can unthaw it. Brook, about that woman. Is there a reason you were hell-bent on confronting her? I only butted in because I could tell it was serious. And now we're back to the Straw Hats who were here with Usopp talking? Okay, this is cool. Maybe we're going to get some Brook flashback. Do you know her, Brook? Is she an enemy from your past? We have Nami. She's not an enemy, but she's someone I'd hoped I'd never have to face again. It was supposed to stay that way. Now, I'm completely lost. If she is who I think she is, she'd be 77 by now. Then she can't be the same person. I mean, she's a celestial dragon. Yes, but the last time I saw her, she was departing for Meriwa. She was a princess in my home kingdom. What? Brook, she's still frozen solid. We have Frankie coming over. We can't tell if she's alive, but maybe that's for the best. Couldn't she just be a celestial dragon look-alike? None of this changes the fact that she came here to lay siege to Elbaf. True, but she's the one who released our restraints. We're freed. Yay, we're untied. My mind powers did the trick, you see? Interesting. I think, didn't that happen like when Imu took over or something? So maybe we were just assuming that it was because Imu took over, but no. Gunko did that on purpose. Why would she do that? And Brook is torn because it seems like he's hated her this time, or like he said, I'll never forgive you for what you did to your father, basically. But she told him to run. She seemed to recognize me, and then she just turned back into a devil. It's almost like I've witnessed 3 different personalities. Her original personality, the personality that saved us, and the demon form. So, do you think she's being controlled? So I guess her original personality is obviously her. The one that saved us, would that really be a different personality? But if it is, if the Gunko that we saw killing all of like Loki's animal friends or whatever, that might just be like what happened to Harald, where Harald was turned evil and thought of himself like this godly being, but then he was able to be snapped out of it temporarily by toward the end after fighting Loki. So maybe we have her original personality, her personality that is still her, but it's been corrupted, like what happened with Harald, and then the third one, just Imu. Back then, I wouldn't have thought of such a possibility, but after seeing how people are turning into demons today, I can't reconcile the conflicting feelings swirling through my chest. Sorry if this is insensitive, Brook, but we need to know if she should be spared or killed. We can't make a move till you decide, says Jinbei. Honestly, we are getting Brook. Oh man, I got goosebumps. We are getting Brook flashback. That's so good. That's so cool. I am more excited about Brook flashback than I would be about Sanji or Zoro fight. As much as like Sanji or Zoro doing their thing against Killingham and Summers, I am excited to see how that goes. I really want this flashback so much. It was honestly a really long time ago. She was just a kid, and I was so young. There was once a kingdom that fell, called Esperia. It was a country where music flourished, instrument studios lined the streets. 70 years ago, West blew, 4 a.m., and we have strumming. 1, 2, 3, 4. Waking up in the morning's a good mermaid. A new world's beginning. There's so many seas out there, I'd love to meet 'em all. Good mermaid. Good morning, Esperia. No more waiting around for fair winds. Let's set sail again, baby. The back alley folks. Shut up, I'm dealing with a hangover. Be quiet. Good morning, Brook. The port people. The arena. And we get a shot of the island. Oh, how I long to meet a sexy mermaid one day. Shut it, Brook. It's Lord Brook. Kya! Kick him out of the core. And then she'd steal my soul away. Call that a bad fishing. Somebody get me a gun. Yeah. This is the country of instrument makers. Esperia Kingdom. I love this so much. Insane. We're getting more Brook backstory. Esperia Palace, the barracks. And I laughed at this one meme I saw recently that I brought up where it was like Sanji's backstory. And you've got the original backstory with Zeph and everything. You have the extended backstory during everything that happened in Whole Cake. And it was like Zoro's backstory. And it's a staircase, a bunch of non-canon shit, and some SBS answers. But now again, you can do the same thing with Brook, where this is like our second or third look into Brook's past. Like, we have 2 or 3 looks into Brook's past. Meanwhile, Zoro, SBS answers. Captain, teach us how to do your swift slash. You dote too much on Princess Shuri. How shameful. I've been teaching you all, haven't I? You have to master the basics before you can dream. Alrighty, I wonder what's dinner tonight. Yeah, my tummy is grumbling. Well, and then he starts singing Bink Sake. And we get to see young alive Brook. He looks really cool here. I really like this design for him. This is so cool. I'm getting goosebumps again. And young Gunko, or Shuri. And she's singing with him. This is so cool. Dee-hee-hee, we worked hard today. You think I got stronger, just like Mama? Raider Captain, Guard Corps of Esperia, Brook 20 years old. Kingdom of Esperia, Princess Shuri 7 years old. And I think Brook was... He was 38 when he died, right? So if he died at 38, and that was 52 years ago, then this is still 18 years before he was in the Rumbar Pirates. Well, at least before he died. We don't know how long they were in the Grand Line, but again, over a dozen years at least before he was in the Grand Line, you'd think. Your mother's indeed super strong. Ha, Lady Kendall, the light of my life. Bad luck falling for a married lady, Brook. What are you saying? Love is freedom. Kingdom of Esperia, King Leuven. I'll execute you for treason. You're so harsh. Wow, bro. I mean, my majesty. Daddy, you're scheming to assassinate me, aren't you? I would never. I'll just wait for nature to take its course. See, Brook, just give up on my mommy. When I grow big, I'll marry you instead. Shuri, that's the kind of cute things kids normally tell their dads. He starts bawling. Oh, I don't want a bride with a runny nose. Just immediately shut down. Why don't you dare? Kicks him in the head. Shoot down my daughter right in front of me. I'm a one-woman type of guy. He starts laughing. Your Majesty, I apologize for breaking up the fun, but... And this... Okay, so it's been 70 years since this flashback. Yeah, Brook is 90 now, and he said she'd be 77. So if she doesn't die, I feel like whenever Imu lets go of his contract or whatever... Shuri is probably going to be a tragic death. Shuri's probably going to end up... Well, maybe she won't die, she'll just be an old lady. But she'll probably... she might die. She'll end up like what happened with Saturn, is what I'm thinking will happen. But it could actually be cute if she ends up an old lady. She's lived all this time, whereas Brook is essentially skipped 50 years of his life. And... she is maybe endgame for Brook. It would be cute, and people would say it was weird because they met when he was 20 and she was 7. But the thing is, she has lived 70 years since then, so technically she is much older than him now. Because while Brook is technically 90 now, he's also only really 40, right? Well, no. Well, yes, actually. He is somewhere between 40 and 90, actually, because it took his soul long enough to get back to his body that it had already decayed into nothing but a skeleton. But he had also been there in the Florian Triangle or whatever as a skeleton for a while. So while he was just a wandering spirit for a while, it's not like he was just asleep for 50 years. Okay. So, and then, Your Majesty, I apologize for breaking up the fun, but riders from a gang are closing in from the port. The corpsmen in the area are badly outnumbered. The reinforcements we dispatched from the castle probably won't make it in time. We have a map with the port and palace and opera house. Who are they after? They're calling for Queen Candel. We've got to see her at this point. Everybody wants her. She is another shocky situation. She's currently at the opera house in town. What? Could it be the Moron family? Yes, they've been after Candel for ages. When did they even land on our shores? Send out a message to Candel not to leave the opera house. All the snails at the opera house are on Do Not Disturb. Brook, you have to do something. They're going to take Mama away. The Moron family. That's strange. I met them at the harbor today. We see Opera Avenue. Gang riders. Right, this is West Blue, so they have all the gangs and mafia stuff. Okay. Now we see Opera House. Ah, that was such a wonderful performance. Come out, Candel. Don Moron told us we can shoot you if you refuse. Today we settle it once and for all. You'll finally learn to love our boss, Candel. We must make sure the Queen does not leave the theater, and then they get shot. Brook, don't worry about it, my royal bro. Remember, our Queen is strong. There's no chance they'll catch her. Anyways, it's a shame they didn't realize that when I ran into them at the port earlier, I already sliced them all down. What? And he hits it. The Hano da Sancho. They've already been cut. Man, we haven't seen that from Brook in forever. God, this is so cool. This is so cool. Like, I am so hyped for Emo and Loki, but I am so hyped for Brook flashback. What the hell is this? Huh? Don't tell me these guys, they were already cut down? Then that means that was Captain Brook's swift slash. It was the Hano da Sanjo, the three-pace hum, not slash. Yahatsugiri. Lord Brook, you're so cool. The Queen's coming out. Oh my gosh, she's so gorgeous. Over 70 years ago, there were two massive stars in the kingdom of Esperia. One was the former commander of the Royal Guard Corps, and the current Queen Candel, so she was the former guard captain. The other, though, his music was widely disliked, would slash his target so swiftly they'd never even noticed they'd been cut. He's a master of the swift slash, the captain of the battle raiders, Humming Brook. Haha, it's so lively. Kingdom of Esperia, Queen Candel, Brook in his younger days. At this time, the kingdom was at peace, and we're ending on it, so I was so scared we weren't going to get everything, and it's like, oh, like before, we're going to have to wait forever again. But nope, we're taking a break here, which means that next chapter, we get even more backstory. I'm so excited for all this, and we're getting to see Kunko's mother. This is so cool. And she's a fighter too. She's the former guard captain. They said she's like one of the strongest people on the island. This is sick. This is amazing. I am so here for all this. Especially like just more Straw Hat backstories even after all of this time. That's so good. And I haven't checked the bingo board in forever just because of where we were and everything that was going on. So let's see what we ended up with. Probably not a lot. So we didn't see any of the Roger pirates because we didn't see Scopper here. No Fifi Poplar Morgans, right? I'm trying to think if we might have just briefly saw any of that. I don't think Nika or Joy Boy was actually mentioned because Luffy was called by name this time. No Marines here. We did get narrator boxes. No apparent death yet. No new named Devil Fruit yet. We did get new named characters. No representative. We didn't see Hyradine. I don't believe. Like, we saw the injured people getting up, but I don't think Hyradine is one of the ones we saw. We did see a God Knight. Man, I'm getting screwed by none of the Roger pirates being there. We did see a God's Knight because of Killingham. I brought up a Gorosei, but we didn't actually see one. Do we have any silhouetted characters? We don't have any bounty reveals. Let me double check, see if we have anybody who got silhouetted here. Not really. No, sadly. A bummer. Just glancing back up. This is so cool, though. And I like, too, when Brook is jumping in the air doing a song. Of course, it seems like ever since he thought of the Nika stuff in like late Wano, we have just been seeing everybody do the Nika pose. And we're seeing the pose as the sun is rising. Really cool. Though really sad if... I don't think that Oda would do this, but I also don't know. Would Oda kill Brook? Would that be a possibility? I feel like the Straw Hats are safe. Like, there are a lot of people who would always bring up Straw Hats dying or stuff, but with the way One Piece is, never really expect that to happen. I don't expect any of the Straw Hats to die, but it feels weird if Imu shows up here and just takes an L. Like the king of the world shows up and just loses. Because for me, they're not kidnapping those kids. Like, I feel like Sanji and Zoro handle Summers and Killingham. And the thing is, Imu is already running out of time, like coughing up blood, dealing with being away from the Holy Land or whatever, just dealing with Loki. And Luffy is going to be like fully charged up, full hunger bar. He ate all this food. So when Luffy jumps in, like Imu's already struggling, and Luffy jumps in with just, you know, full power, full charge. So I feel like all that could happen is Emo going, and then just coughing up blood and returning to the, I'm out of time, and then running back to the Holy Land. But that feels like a bit of an L for a character as big as Emo, to come in and show up and then just cough up blood and leave. It feels like they have to do something big. They have to do something scary. They have to do something to really set back the main characters. And if we're getting Brook backstory here again, is there a chance that, again, you don't expect the one to die to be the literal one that is already dead, the skeleton? Like, I just don't see it happening, personally. But I'm just trying to think of what could we possibly have Imu do. But either way, I am excited for when we do get the Sanji, Zoro, Summers, Killingham stuff. I'm excited for that. I'm so excited for more Imu stuff. Imu backstory stuff. Imu hinting at backstory stuff. Imu interacting with Luffy. Any of this kind of stuff. The fight with Loki so far is incredible. I'm so excited for all of that. But it has been quickly overshadowed with Brook backstory. I love Brook. He is one of my favorite characters. I love what he is as a character already, and so getting more of his character, getting more of his backstory, I want that for more characters, more Straw Hats, not just Brook, but the rest of them, a lot of them don't really have as much we can explore in that way, but we're getting more Brook backstory, and we're tying it into things that are happening at a high level endgame stuff. So cool. I am so excited to see where it goes from here, to see how he ends up a pirate, what ends up happening to the king and queen and Shuri. They said the kingdom fell, so we can assume her parents are probably dead, and Shuri, we know, ends up as Gunko. Yeah, very exciting stuff. I thought it was an amazing chapter, but I don't have much else to say. Robbed of this bingo. Let's see. Thank you so much for being here. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter, my thoughts and reaction. Subscribe for more One Piece, much more on the channel. Like I said, if you want to help support the channel while getting these videos a little early and getting your name at the end of videos, you can hit join down below to become a member. Go to patreon.com/HakuOfTheTubes, or a link will be in the description to become a patron. Or if you want to share the video around or drop a super thanks, that's appreciated too. But thank you to people who are already members and patrons. Thank you to chosen regulars Evan, Holly, and Bertie Wooster, Magical Girls, DD, Ben, and Maru, Jeritan Student, David Langstaff, Slayer Candidates, SG, and Stan Cedar, and Pure Element, Pate Ardeal. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.